Right, attempt number 5. I've tried to do this video 4 previous times. I, it's, uh, I'm bad at wording things. So, my question, I've got 2 questions for you guys. One is, what discussions do you want me to do? I want to move into discussions whilst I can't build some decks, whilst I'm building some decks, because let's face it, my Light Swan build that I brought to you previously was pretty unfinished. So, what discussions do you want me to do? In the meantime, like, favorite cards, like my experience when I first started all those years ago. It's getting on to nearly. I've been in the game for 13 years, let's put it that way. I've been in the game since 2004. So when I was 7. Yeah, that works out. Yeah, when I was 7, I started. So, what do what do you want to hear? Do you want to hear me talk about my experience with it? Um, like stories from events and that kind of thing, or would you like to hear my opinions on the meta? I'm going to be doing a ban list discussion video. Obviously, it's not the new one's not out yet, so I want to do what I would think would happen. That kind of stuff. Do you want me to do card discussions, deck discussions, all that kind of thing without showing without me having like a deck in front of me? Or would you prefer, I don't know, like what would you prefer to see in the discussion topic? Now, my second question to you is Patreon. I personally am unable to afford. Oh, I really hate this because I watch a lot of iDubbbz, and the what was it? The Kickstarter craps, and you see a lot of YouTubers going, yeah, do you want to donate me money so that I can have the chance of being successful. But I'm not gonna do like a Kickstarter because those are guff and terribly done. With Patreon, this is going to be something where I can do exclusive content for Patreons, giveaways for the Patreons, as well as, discussion, like video suggestions, specific things, like, say you want me to open a certain pack, like, I don't know, Dark Crisis or something like that, and then I use the Patreon money and then get it, and then I film it, and then all that kind of stuff. Also, regarding to that, what amount would you actually be willing to donate per tier? What rewards per tier would you like? That kind of thing. And the last thing that I was going to be thinking of, oh yeah, so I actually had an idea where if I used the Patreon money to get like a core for a deck, like let's say you wanted me to build Goki Battling Boxes, I don't know why, but let's say you wanted me to build Goki Battling Boxes, I would use the money to get the deck, then I'd profile the deck, I'd take it to a locals, I'd do that stuff, I'd film something with it, like a duel video or a test stand video. Then after that, go onto the Patreon, I pick out a name, I sign the cards, and I send them to that person for free, as a way to give back to the patrons in a way where they might like it, because a person might actually want, people might want to see that deck, and then they get to see the build, and then they get to use it because, I've given it away to them. Also, Patreon money would be used to service equipment, because what I'm using here right now is a ProSound USB microphone on a stand which is originally for a studio microphone, so like for concerts, because in the past I did music as a cop-out thing. Diploma. So that's what I did, and then I've got all of the equipment from it, essentially. So this is what I'm using, as well as like a crappy HD. Well, not crap, because it's like it films in sort of industry standard HD 1080, I think, possibly 720 to 1080p quality. But I have no tripod, and then my deck profiles are used on this Samsung Galaxy Tab, but again, tripod makes it difficult for me to angle things, and I have to make do with what I have, and Patreon money would be used for that kind of thing, getting the setup right so I can entertain you guys in the way that you want to be entertained. So to conclude the video, what discussions do you want me to do? And Patreon, what should I do for that? Because I really want to let people show that they like my content, and then in return give them more of the content that they like. Because it's clear that some of my content people absolutely love. People love it because I've seen the views and the likes and the comments, and you know, I want to make more of that. I want to do more. I want to do more for you guys without ripping off people like John Moore of House of Champs. It's more like House of Chumps here, you know. Yeah, I love John Moore. You know, people like frickin' Team APS and all that kind of stuff. You know, want to do some collabs and things. I want to do content that you guys would like to see, but I don't want to do it by directly ripping people off. Well, not ripping people off, but seeming like I'm piggybacking off of their formulas, so to speak. So, yes, please do have a think about it. How about the points I brought up? Please do check out the Lightsworn deck profile that I profiled like a week ago or so. I'm going to be making Lightsworn zombies for YCS London, and I want to do some videos to do with that, like the road to YCS London, when it becomes October, because that's when I'm going to be properly preparing. I'll have the deck ready, and I'll be preparing, you know, all that kind of stuff, and then, yeah. Cool. So, if you enjoyed me rambling for 7 to 8 minutes, I hope you enjoyed. Please do, you know, drop a like, drop a subscribe. Please do comment relating to the subject, and it would really, really help me, because I've got writer's block. So, yeah. Catch you guys in the next video, which will be a ban list discussion. I'll see you.